word alone can be challenging. How do we get started? Where will the change lead? Don't sit there and worry about it. Be the change. Welcome to Be the Change Radio. Host Kristina Bloom has been a professional psychic and spiritual advisor for 20 years, offering psychic and mediumship readings for individuals and groups. She also teaches several classes in psychic development and metaphysics. In addition, she is an author who has published 2 books so far and is the co-owner of Moonbow Publications and Productions, LLC. Are you ready for that change now? Here is your host of Be the Change Radio, Kristina Bloom.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Be the Change Radio. I'm your host, Kristina Bloom, and you are listening to us on WLTK-DB.com, Paranormal Talk Radio. I'm glad you're here. I have got so much to share with you guys tonight. Oh, my goodness, so much to share. I have a great guest coming up, Nolan. She does so much cool stuff, and she's in the Northwoods of Wisconsin. She's totally cool. I do want to share with you some events that I have coming up. So on Saturday, July 30th, I have 2 kind of combined back-to-back events. First of all, I have a drum circle and water healing ceremony that I'm doing at South Beach in Port Washington, Wisconsin. And that's at 7 o'clock. I'm asking for $35 for people to come to that. And we're going to be doing a healing ceremony with water. The spirits of Lake Michigan came to me when I was there one day on South Beach, just sitting there minding my own business. And the spirits came to me and asked me to do this ceremony. Hi, Robin. Thanks for being here. And because they said that the water it's combined with emotion, like emotion and water are very much together. They both flow, and that there's so much emotion on this planet that just needs to be healed and calmed down so that we can think more clearly and start taking care of some of the things that we're just all up in an uproar about. So that'll be happening at 7 p.m. Prior to that, I have 4 to 6:30 to do readings at Cold Dock Park, which is right near South Beach. There's a bird sanctuary in between the two if you're not familiar with the area. But I will just be there hanging out on a blanket in the shade or hanging out in a chair in the shade or whatever. And I'll make myself available for readings. And I am pretty excited about doing that. I've never done like a pop-up reading event before, which is kind of what this is. I'll be kind of incognito, probably wearing a bright colored shirt because that's me. I wear bright colors, and you should be able to find me pretty easily. It's not a big park. So if you wanted to come and get a private reading from me, I'm doing like 15-20-minute readings for $40. So that'll be fun. Saturday, August 5th, I'm going to be doing psychic and mediumship readings at the Keweenaw Summer Festival, and that's in Calumet, Michigan, in the Upper Peninsula. They have the times listed in Central Time, although I can never remember if that's Eastern or Central Time up there, but it's 9 to 4 in Lions Park in Calumet. We're going to have a whole bunch of people there. Last year, oh my gosh, we had drum makers and people who are selling their wares with tie-dye that they made, and jewelry, and readers and healers and musicians, and it's a big party. So if you happen to be in the Upper Peninsula, it's worth the time to go to Calumet on August, is it 5th or 6th? It's a Saturday. It's that Saturday. The day before, the Friday and the Sunday following, I will still be hanging around the area. So if you wanted a private reading or session, just go ahead and shoot me a message on Facebook Messenger, and I will get you set up with that. On the 19th, I'm doing an online class on Zoom on spiritual protection. I've been having a lot of people requesting that and having a lot of really interesting metaphysical, energetic, spiritual stuff going on. So I will be teaching a class on that, and that's $25 on Zoom. You can find that information on my meetup page, One Spirit Connection. You can go there to get that information. On August 20th, it's a Saturday, I will be doing a tea leaf reading party in conjunction with Social on 6th in downtown Racine, Wisconsin. And there will be a little lunch tea served and tea leaf reading. I will be reading your tea leaves. And in conjunction with reading your tea leaves, I will be teaching how to read tea leaves. So there's a class kind of involved with that. That's $50 a ticket. And if you want more information on that, shoot me a message and I will get that out to you. I don't have all the information yet, but I will get it to you as far as ticket information for that. We are selling tickets for it. And on August 21st, I will be on the exact opposite end of the state. I will be in Mercer, Wisconsin the following day at A Taste of Wellness at AHA Wellness Spa and True North. It's right on Highway 51 as you enter into Mercer, coming from the south. All right. Those are my big announcements there. I will also probably be hanging around a good chunk of Monday after that. So the 22nd, if anyone up there can't get to the event in Mercer but would like a private reading in Minocqua, Woodruff, Rhinelander, that whole area, I will be up there for that. So, those are all the announcements. And speaking of the Northwoods, that's where my guest is from. So I am going to bring Tara out because she has so much going on. We're going to have a trouble fitting it all into one show. So come on out, Tara. Hi.
Hi, so great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're here. I was so excited when you said yes. You were still in California when I asked you. So
I was. I spent the winter in California, back here for the summer. Yes.
Wow, that is so cool. So tell us what you have coming up, because I know you do so many things.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So many things. We do a master class on purpose, passion, prosperity. I have that coming up August 11th, but we also do one monthly. So you can always sign up for that. I do online magical manifestation masterminds that are ongoing for the year. We have a retreat coming up in northern Wisconsin in Bayfield on the cliffs overlooking Lake Superior, the end of August. Okay. So to get away for a few days and really dive deep into the personal psyche, find healing, find soul growth, and step into your higher potential, this is the place to go for some yoga and deep level coaching. And then September 22nd, 23rd is a really powerful online 2-day workshop on the art of transformative coaching. So whether you want to be a coach, you are a coach, or just be coached, you will learn so much about yourself in this process that it's a really powerful event. So those are some things I have coming up.
That is awesome. That is really, really awesome. So we had talked about, and I forgot because I forgot to write it down.
No worries.
Welcome to my world. Okay, so there were some things on your website, or some things that you wanted to talk about. You sent me a whole list, and I read it, and now I don't remember it. What were some of those things on that list that you wanted to talk about?
You know, I am here to serve, and I am so grateful that somehow Spirit has led me to tune into my own purpose. And my purpose, it took a while. I went through, time in the corporate world, about 15 to 20 years in different businesses, 15 years in one company, time in yoga and traveling internationally and studying deep level happiness. And all of that is what I bring together now to help people find their purpose, monetize their passion, create prosperity. So it's really about, I help people build their 6-figure soul calling business and build, create, grow. But it's more than that, because it's really about using this to empower yourself to create your dream life. And so I was going to share a little about manifesting your dream life and business.
I would love to hear more about that. And I think a lot of our listeners would too.
Well, through all of this, crazy experience I've had, I mean, I literally have traveled, I think 25 to 30 countries now, and always studying and working under different gurus and yoga and ancient philosophies. And all of that really opened my heart and my mind up to a new way of living, which is really seeing the magic in the world, which is what you help bring to life as well in your work. And I've been so grateful for the time I've spent with you and how we connected, because you really have gifts that you
Thank you.
helped me so much at a time that I needed it. So I'm so happy to share that. And you are one of the gurus on my path that,
Oh,
are spiritual light workers, bringing the magic alive in the world. So with that, I've found that I could dream bigger, and that my thoughts really could become my reality. And in doing that, I'm so passionate about helping other people to see that possibility.
that's amazing. And I know just the way that your energy is, like you just draw people to you. It's just, you
Oh,
just have
thank
this
you.
big heart, this big bright energy that just draws people to you. I know the first time I met you, I was like, wow, why is she coming to me? She's already got it all together. Thank you, Robin. Robin says I'm very helpful. Thank you.
You are. There's always more opportunity for growth. And that's
Yeah.
interesting that you say it that way, because I don't care who you are or where you're at or what you've done. We all have pain, and we
Yes.
all have purpose we can step into a little more. And we
Mhm.
all have higher potential. And there's also pain we still need to heal from, we still need to break free. Like, that's why we're here in this lifetime, to
Yeah.
experience, to grow. And, the more that we can come together with other people to guide us, the
Yes.
stronger we are, the more capable we are, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And like you, I'm here to serve. That's what I came here to
Yeah.
do, to this planet, is to serve. And I know when servers meet other servers, it can be just beautiful and explosive and wonderful. Hi, Pamela. Thank you for joining us.
Hi,
And
agreed. Yeah,
yeah.
that's when there's just more potential and more possibilities than you can even imagine. And I think spirit does bring us together. And,
I
you
think so
know,
too.
people that come on our path, maybe even people watching or listening to this tonight, like, you're here for a reason. Maybe we're connecting for a reason. I've certainly connected with Kristina for a reason. And I think being
Yeah.
open to exploring, like, what that is and where that could take you is really powerful.
Yeah, yeah. And I always encourage our listeners, if you have any questions for me or my guest, please feel free to put your questions in the comment. We'll do our best to answer them for you. I know that you also teach yoga, yes?
I do. Yoga was really um, just so important, such a huge part of my path in changing my life. I like to say yoga kind of found me more than I found yoga. Yoga kept coming to me, and I don't know, I just kept being drawn to it, and it was something I was curious about. So curious that I thought, I'm going to these classes and I feel a different way when I'm done. I feel more at peace, more focused. It's the one time in my life I'm not like having this chitter chatter, in my brain. We call it the chitta vritti in yoga. It's the monkey brain,
Right.
going every which way, right? So, but I didn't understand how that was a spiritual process. So I was like, what was the spiritual side of yoga? And that's when I ended up doing a teacher training at the end of my year-long sabbatical in Bali. And so I ended in Bali at this teacher training, and that's where this actually is a great segue into our topic today, because
Right.
it was on that month-long yoga boot camp, because it was kind of hellish, um, that I allowed myself to dream. And I started thinking outside of the box in a way I hadn't allowed myself to do before. And I thought, what if I could be a yoga teacher and travel around the world, which was completely crazy to me because I was a corporate sales manager in Chicago in the same company for 15 years, making multiple six figures. So my brain, my parents' voices were in my head saying, no way, you have to make money. You're never going to make money doing that. And it doesn't make sense. And you're crazy. And that's not who you are. I went to school, I got the degrees, I got the job, I worked my way up the corporate ladder. So it was hard. It was actually hard to allow my brain to think in a new way. And thank God I did,
Yeah.
because I really found a depth, a connection to myself and my purpose. And yoga was a tool and a philosophy and a study in leading me there.
That's amazing. It's everyone has their own story about what gets us where we are. I do want to say we have Facebook user whose name I can't see, but apparently
Hi.
this person knows both of us. So it said, "Hi, Kristina. Hi, Tara." And I don't know if it's the same Facebook user, but they said, "Oh my God, I just got done with a beginner yoga flow not half an hour ago."
So see, it's meant
So
to be.
it is. It is. Um, yeah, yoga is one of those things. It's like it's always been on the back burner for me. Like someday I'm going to do that. Someday I'm going to take more than one class at a time. You know what I mean? But even the things that I've learned, even when I just do the simple poses that I've learned, I totally get what you're saying. It opens you up.
Well, in the teacher training, we had gurus coming in from India and, master teachers from around the world. I mean, from the UK, from Australia, everywhere coming in and teaching to us. And it was really the philosophy and the fact that there was no dogma. And I had been brought up very religious, and I kind of pushed away from that as I got older, and found myself probably spiritually suffering without realizing that's what it was,
Yeah.
because there was that lack of connection. And I was a little bit because I was anti some of the dogma and some of the beliefs of the church. So there's no judgment to anyone else. And I hope you don't judge me, but that's where I was at in my journey. That's my truth. And yoga was open and allowing to everyone, whether you believed or you didn't believe, whether you were, religious or not religious, it didn't matter. It was just all accepting and all about finding and giving kindness and living your truth, which means so much to me. I could go on a
Right.
whole talk on
Oh,
that,
yeah.
but that was like, yes, that's what I actually believe. And so I just was hungry for more. There was something about this path of yoga that I really wanted to continue on. Now,
Yeah.
I actually barely teach yoga. I mean, I had a school of yoga for 8 years, and I was training teachers, but now I really use the philosophies of yoga as a backbone in everything I do as a transformation coach. So my main business now is transformation business and life coaching and running online masterminds and retreats, really to guide people to a life with greater freedom, fulfillment, and fun.
That sounds amazing too. By the way, it was Nikki Cribbs says, "I am the beginner yoga doer." She said in the
Oh, cool.
comments, and that's so cool. So tell us about some steps, maybe, because I know that there
Yeah.
are a lot of people who are, well, people who do what I do. Psychics, healers, different modalities, different combinations of modalities, and honestly, I see a lot of people in my field struggling,
Oh,
financially struggling,
absolutely.
getting caught up in things that take them off their path and then back on the path, and I've walked that road myself, so I understand the frustration in that. Where could my genre, I guess, start with getting to a more peaceful place with it? I mean, like, how would we do more
Absolutely.
transformation?
So you won't be surprised that I'm very passionate about working with spiritual entrepreneurs.
Not at all surprised, no.
Yeah, it absolutely speaks to me so, so deeply, because you are doing the work that the world needs. And it is what people need, including yourself. I mean, including the spiritual
Right.
entrepreneurs themselves, to tune into your own inner guidance system and really
Yes.
step forward for yourself in a new way. One of my biggest lessons I have to teach people is, if you do what you do, you'll get what you got.
Hmm.
That means if you keep doing the same thing, you have to learn something new. You have to step outside. And as I'm another spiritual entrepreneur, just in a different way, but I also have the business coaching, because I did that for,
Hmm.
forever in my company, and sales and the strategy and structure of the business. So I had to go outside my comfort zone as well when I stepped into this, the online business of coaching. And you have to learn some tech things. You have to learn sales strategies, some things that, spiritual woo-woos aren't always excited about. But
And very much not comfortable with, for the most part.
right.
Yeah.
But absolutely necessary to learn something new, and get a guide to help you, so you can see that there is a new way, and learn a new path, and I wouldn't go without a business coach myself ever, because it's just tapping into that inspiration never underestimate a dose of inspiration.
Oh, I like that.
Staying inspired can change your business and change your life because you take different actions as a result.
Mm-hmm.
So in my dream methodology, which is to manifest your dream life and business, the D actually stands for determine your vision. And you have to really get clear, crystal clear, where you want your business to go, where you want your life to go. I'm a believer that we don't have to do this old-fashioned approach of fitting our life in around our business, right? You get the job and then you think, okay, so when can I do this with my kids or go on vacation or see my friends or have time for me? I don't believe in that. I believe in this new way of looking at how you want your life to look and how can your business fit into that. I'm a single mom. I am very passionate about, exercise and yoga and hiking and doing things for even going to the spa. I mean, I like time for me and I like time to be with my daughter and I love my business. So I set up my life and my schedule in a way that I can do it all and I can travel internationally and domestically. That's important to me. So set up your life in a way that it's the dream. And if it's not the dream, then you need to reconfigure that because it should be amazing. Right. This is our gift, this life, this lifetime that we're here.
I agree completely. And I can tell you because I spend a lot of time with people like me. I spend a lot of time with people who do what I do. And so many of them are so afraid that they will not be able to make a living. And at the same time, they're afraid to charge people.
I was just going to say, they're probably not knowing their worth.
Yeah.
And so I really, that leads me to R. This is perfect in the dream methodology. So D was determine your vision. So you know where you're going because who knows where you'll end up if you're not really clear. And I mean, the dollar amounts you want to make, if it's 6 figures, if it's multiple 6 figures, if it's 7 figures, know how you're going to get there. Even though spirit might take you on a different course, you've got to know how. But if you get to that place that you were just sharing, Kristina, where you find yourself constantly coming up against mental blocks, you have to do R, remove the blocks. Right. Because it will keep you stuck and you won't move forward and you won't make decisions that align with your ultimate vision.
The ironic part about that is that many people who do what I do help other people remove blocks.
That makes sense.
It does.
And it does make sense because they can probably do a very good job of it for other people and not for themselves.
Yes, exactly.
And that's why we need someone else. That's why people need someone like you and someone like me. Why you need a transformation coach, why you need some spiritual guidance. Because you can't see from the inside what you can see from the outside.
Exactly.
Like we're stuck in our ways of thinking. They've probably been with us 40, 50, 60 years, Something happened in childhood that made us think a certain way or know that it's bad to charge this much money. We shouldn't have this big idea of ourselves or, whatever it is. Something, or you're not as worthy. Something happened at some point and you can't just easily step out of that or recognize that that's what you're doing.
Right.
So that's what really takes
it's the same thing though, it's, when I need clarity and I need a psychic reading, I don't go to me. Right. I go to another psychic. I go to someone who I know is going to be straight with me, somebody who's going to not hold back, and someone who's going to be very connected to spirit. So exactly the same what you were saying, you would never go without a business coach. Mm-mm. It's the same thing with psychics. I will always have other psychics I can go to who are going to read me clearly.
Well, as you know, I'm also very passionate about continuously getting intuitive guidance. Yes. So I like both. I like both.
Yes,
it takes a lot of support to keep this life going. I like to have the love coach, the, physical trainer, the physical business trainer, the business coach, the spiritual advising, I think that it's awesome that we can all, utilize one another's gifts and take it all in. So you be the best you can be in this life.
Yeah, absolutely. Next letter is E, correct?
Yes. E is explore your purpose. Living a life where you are fulfilling your life purpose, you're clear on what that purpose is, and you're living that way, creates a life where you wake up every day with a passion to live. Yeah. It creates an environment within your body and mind where depression and anxiety cannot live. depression and anxiety thrive in the mind and heart of someone that is lost without their purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry if it's you, but I'm glad that you're listening, because it's important to know that this can be changed often without any medication. Take a pill, don't feel it. No, tune into your purpose, recognize why you're here on this earth, start living in alignment with that, and you will be lit up from the inside out every day.
And you can certainly see who's lit up from the inside out every day. You can see it. You can see it from a mile away.
Can I tell you something that's true? And you may not even believe me. Most people wouldn't believe me. It was Monday morning, this morning, and I woke up so excited and happy. And I even thought, why am I so excited and happy? And I knew, because I was sitting down to do my work, and it was Monday, and I got to do this amazing work and meet with my clients and meet with my team. And I recognized it, and I thought, there was definitely a lot of years that I dreaded Monday morning. And there's a lot of people out there that are not excited it's Monday morning. And I say with complete sincerity and honesty that I am at that place, and I want so badly for everyone to be at that place. Like, loving Monday morning.
Oh, I'm right there with you. I love Mondays. I love adulthood. I'm so many people like, I don't want to adult today. I don't even get that. Like, why would you not want to be in a position to be able to make your own decisions, to be able to get in your car and go somewhere if you want to? It's like, why would you not want to be an adult? And so, that I get it. And I love Mondays. Every Monday is an opportunity, but every day is an opportunity. But Monday feels like a special opportunity.
Yeah, the whole week's ahead. And I just know I get to do what I love to do and connect with my people, my tribe, my transformation tribe. So moving on from E, explore your purpose. And again, that can also take a third party, whether it's a coach, an intuitive guide, someone to kind of get you into clarity on what your purpose is, because it's hard to get clear on that on your own. So A is action, and it's inspired action. Be sure to take inspired action, because even if you do the other parts, you have to now make some step. And that may be stepping forward into my free masterclass. It could be stepping forward into making a call for a breakthrough session, making a call to work with an intuitive guide, making a call, scheduling something on your calendar, like just something you have to do to get yourself into action. The universe rewards momentum. And when you get in a place where you're stuck, you can't stay there, or you can get like too stuck, right? Where it's harder and harder to move.
And that's where anxiety and depression come back in.
Yeah, it absolutely does.
Yeah. And next up is M.
Okay, this is one of the best ones, because even if you've done all of the other steps, determine your vision, remove the blocks, which is a big one. E, explored your purpose. A, taking action. M is make the commitment. And make the commitment, because you will come up against more blocks. Your mind will play a lot of tricks on you to telling you you can't, you're not worthy, this is too hard, all of these things. You will have new experiences come up testing you. The universe likes to test you. But when you are truly committed, and the way you get committed, by the way, is to tap into your why. Why does this matter? And why does that matter? Then you become unstoppable. And I'll give you an example, if that's okay.
No, yeah, please.
My why as a single mother was truly to be there for my daughter, to show her that it is possible to live an amazing life, to be with her on a regular basis and show her how important she is, and to live my purpose, create success on my terms. I wanted to be that example for her, that I didn't have to go back to corporate. I didn't have to live a life that wasn't aligned with my truth, and that I could be in service and helping people. And this was how Mom made a living. I wanted that life for us. And every time I went back to that, there's no stopping me.
Right.
So if you don't stop, you can't, there's no other option but succeeding. You can't fail.
Exactly.
And I have to really go back to this with my clients, because they're doing amazing. We had the best call today. I heard so many successes and so many new first-time high-ticket clients and all of this. Many of them are in the coaching business or something, and that they're also providing service. But some will get where they're like 80% there, but there's still some frustrations. There might be a cash flow issue. There might be a lull in getting new business, something like that. And then they want to give up. And that's the last time you can give up, because you're 80% there. You've just got to keep going with the momentum and realize why you're doing what you do. And that's how you really get to the breakthrough and get to where you need to be.
And with these people, and I'm asking because I've had some other people that I've worked with who are just like, I just can't find my flow. I can't get into my own vortex. What is going on? Why can't I find this? I just feel like I'm way out of it. And how do you help people to get into their own flow, to get their energy in congruence with what they say they want? How do you help people do that?
Well, I do believe in surrounding yourself with the right people.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, having the mastermind that we have, or having your tribe, it provides a community of women that are really supporting each other, and they're seeing each other's challenges. But that's beautiful in recognizing that they're not alone. So it can really help them to stay in alignment with their purpose, which I think is what you're referring to as being in your flow, right?
Yes.
So then they're in their flow, they're in their vortex, and they know. And when you have regular calls for accountability, when we have an online community that they have to show up, and everyone's celebrating their wins and what's happening, it's inspiring, and it helps them to stay in alignment with that.
Yeah.
And that's also
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying that's also why I stay involved in different masterminds myself, because I know when I'm left alone, it's easy to step away for a minute and then think it's not working, and then get depressed, and then you're,
right
on the wrong track.
Right. It's so easy to do that. And I know just having even one other person who can help you to guide you back to your own center, so to speak. And also I've been in groups like that, and that builds lifelong friendships. Those masterminds and the groups and I know the retreats that I facilitate, the people who connect in those retreats, I'll a year later, I'm seeing on Facebook that a few of them got together for lunch or went on vacation together or whatever. And I love that. I love the connections that are made, and not just with me, but with the other people too.
Well, I think because you have a like-minded commonality, and you go deeper than you do with people you might have known your whole life, but there's a lot of small talk that happens in the world, right? Like, a lot of small talk, a lot of how are you? How's your summer? How's this and that, but it's not like what's really happening in your heart and soul. Like, I want to talk to people like, tell me your pain, tell me your purpose. Let's look at your dreams. How are you going to get there? Like, that's what you go through, with other people that are in your mastermind or on your retreat.
Absolutely.
I was in a retreat just a month ago to receive, not to lead one. I was in Costa Rica on retreat, and I connected with some amazing entrepreneurs as well. That I just had a conversation with one of the girls yesterday, and she's flying from Utah actually across the country to come to my retreat now, the end of the month. And I'm just so excited that she's going to do that and come here to Wisconsin and be in retreat, because it's, now she trusts me, and she's excited to receive and to connect again and meet others. And it's just like, it's a powerful way to vacation, let's call it, if you're going to, it's a powerful way to work, to be in these groups.
It really is. Yeah. And Nikki says we're a tribal species. Making connections is important. It's absolutely true. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We've got some commercials that we need to pay some bills with, and we'll be right back.
Would you like to be a part of something new, something different? Host a show with WLTK-DB Talk Radio and dare to be different. We offer full production and live engineering of your show by a real person, not a pesky computer. Just visit WLTK-DB.com and click pricing to get started. It's not as much as you think and a great way for you to get your message to the world. Better hurry. Slots fill up fast and you don't want to miss out on this excellent opportunity. Visit WLTK-DB.com and contact us for more information now. WLTK-DB Talk Radio. Paranormal talk is our business, and business is good. From its beginnings, Used was created to unleash the excellence of nature's healing powers and bring them to people everywhere. With almost 90 years in the market, they are considered a worldwide pioneer in complete herbal wellness therapy. All Swiss Used products are natural, essential oil-based, pleasant, and harmonious. They are extracted from plants and herbs with the latest technology to ensure the best results. Swiss Used Live Healthy with consultant Stephanie will guide you in the right direction to find the perfect essential products just for you. For example, have an upset tummy? Try our soothing chamomile that has not only been used by many, but trusted for years. Keep in mind, you just can't get these amazing oils at your local shopping center. They're just too special. For that, you need a connection. And that connection is Stephanie. Want some? Then head on over to Facebook and search Swiss Used Live Healthy. That's Swiss Used Live Healthy. And contact Stephanie today.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. You're listening to Be the Change on WLTK-DB, Paranormal Talk Radio. We're just about 37 minutes past the hour, and I am here with Tara Nolan, life transformational business coach. And I'm not sure I put all those words in the right order, but they're all there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about... wow, we've talked about so much already, but really how we need each other, right? So how would you suggest someone who is wanting to take their business to the next level? They've never had a coach. They've kind of just gotten there on their own where they are, but now they need help. How would you suggest that someone, I guess, vets the right coach? How would you suggest someone do that?
I might surprise you with my answer.
Okay.
Because I think the normal answer that someone else might say would be to really take your time and really get to know a lot of people and really, research and do all that. And I actually don't come as much from that school of thought. Sure, you can do that too if that makes you feel comfortable, but that's all in your mind, and that's just what the logic way is. I believe that you really tune in and trust yourself. I think it's a gut feeling. I think if this person feels right to you, you trust it, because all the research in the world doesn't know what your heart and soul can tell you. There's more wisdom there. So just trust yourself. When you feel a connection with the right person, when they come on your path, they're there for a reason. It's because it's meant to be. Like there's something about them that they're going to be speaking your language, and they're going to say something that's like, wow, he or she is talking right to me. And that's when you know.
I love that answer. It's the same answer I give when people ask, how do I know if I'm contacting the right psychic? It's the same answer. You got to trust yourself. And Robin agrees. Yeah.
Stop with all this. I've got to write out pros and cons and research and think it over, blah, 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 blah. You know what that is? That's blocking yourself. That's blocking yourself from what you really want. It's making more excuses to not allow you to move forward where you ultimately
I call that organized procrastination.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you can make like logic out of it and make sense, but it's not, it's just BS.
Right. I agree. I agree 100%. So I am interested in, you've done all this traveling, you traveled the world, basically.
Yes. Oh yeah.
by yourself.
Oh yeah.
And I know that we have both male and female listeners here, but I know that there are some who are afraid to do that. And I actually am a little bit afraid to go to a country that doesn't speak my native language because I'm really not good with understanding thick accents or other languages because I have a bit of a hearing disability. And so, what took you on your first global trip? What was
Oh my
that
gosh.
drew you?
So I have literally done it again and again and again.
Okay.
Um, I mean, I first was drawn to it at 14 years old. I went to Europe and went to school there for 6 weeks and lived with a host family. But as I got older, to maybe more pertinent to this conversation, so I always had this love of travel. It was something in me. But when I was 33 years old, I'm turning 48 this week. So that
Oh
was
my
15
gosh.
years
Like
ago.
really, everybody, seriously, doesn't everyone want to look this good at 48? Wow. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, in a few days, I'm going to be
Yeah.
48. So 15 years ago, I had a friend pass away in a motorcycle accident, unexpectedly. A friend I had grown up with since 5 years old, and we rode I have a motorcycle. We rode together, and it really shook me. It really made me look at mortality. Like, not only was I mourning the loss of my friend, but I was really recognizing that, oh my goodness, life can be gone tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
if my life can be gone, can end tomorrow because I can get hit by a truck, like my friend did. Here, he was driving to Wisconsin Dells. He was up by Wisconsin Dells on Labor Day weekend. It was a Memorial Day weekend. And it was the middle of the day, and he was wearing a helmet and full gear, and it just happened in an instant. And someone ran a stop sign. And you never know what tomorrow has in store for you. Yeah, and thank you. I see, Nikki, what you said.
Yeah.
It's a sad reality, but you know what? There's also a beauty and a gift in that, because that was such a gift for me. In that moment, I said, what am I doing with my life today? Am I really all about the money? Like, I was making great money and I was winning awards and all this stuff in my business. And I thought people were proud of me, like my parents, and I looked successful on the outside. But in the inside, in my heart, I was suffering. I was unhappy. And I was playing a role and putting on a fake, face.
Right.
And I decided no more. So that's really what did it. And when I was leaving, so I left my company, I left my relationship, and I left the country. And I left the country because I really wanted to learn a new way of living. I just wanted to know how other cultures were finding happiness. I wanted to know what else was out there. And it was a study for me. Like, traveling was a study of the world, of people, of what it's all about in life. And it certainly was a beautiful, life-changing experience. And I went on to do it again. I did that for 9 months the first time. And then I went on to do it again and again and again.
I love that.
But I did start in Rio de Janeiro, where I could not speak Portuguese, and I still can't. And I went around South America, and particularly then, and it's probably the same. I have been back to South America about 5 times, but they do not speak English very often or very easily in many places. So I will just tell you, it's the same thing as trust. It all works out. You figure it out. You find one person that speaks English, or you just have your little book, or you just use sign language or point,
Yeah.
bathroom, whatever. Like, you kind of,
Yeah. Doing the cross-legged dance. Yeah. They'll figure out what you need. Yeah.
Like, it's kind of easier than you think. And I think afterwards, there's just this feeling of, if I did that, like, other things are easy. Like,
Right.
I'm not going to worry about going to dinner by myself after I just traveled the world alone in countries where I couldn't speak anything, right? Like, you
Yeah.
become more empowered in other things in your life.
I love the empowerment. I mean, I've gotten that traveling domestically because for years I have traveled by myself cross country in the car, no problem, intuitively finding places everywhere. And that alone was empowering. But going to other countries and living in other cultures, even for a short time, that would be amazing.
I usually tried to spend about a month. I'd spent at least a month in each country so I could live there or get the feeling of living there and
Right.
experience it, not just
Right.
be a vacationer for a few days. But yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Where you don't leave the resort,
exactly.
the
Yeah, I
vacationer where
tried
you don't
to.
leave the resort. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that because, I think we all have a bucket list of what we want to do and the things that we want to do, and travel and specific places to travel is definitely on my bucket list. And it really encourages me when I talk to someone like you who has been all over the world and done that. And if you
exactly.
can
So
do
I'll
it,
say to you,
I can do
Christina,
it. Right. So,
exactly. What are you
yeah,
waiting for? Oh, I'm going to wait till I have the right partner to travel with. I'm going to wait till I have this in my life. I'm going to wait till I have the money. I'm going to wait for this. I'm going to wait till I retire. And then, something happens and you can't, or you don't feel the same, or your health isn't as good. Like whatever it is that you really want to
yeah,
do it now. Like make the plan today. Put it on your calendar. When's it going to happen? When would be an amazing time to go? Is it next week? Is it in 3 months? Is it in next year? Like whatever it is, there's there's no more putting it off. Our life is happening now.
it
And
really is. And it's changing so fast. I mean, the world is changing really fast, and our lives are changing really fast.
yeah, I've just always been a person that's really about experience. So I really have wanted to experience as much as I could in this life. And
Yeah.
that was different relationships, that was traveling the world, that was different careers, and even growing this business. It's been an awesome opportunity for self-discovery and personal growth and soul expansion. I would even say soul expansion on a new level. And you can't get that when you stay in your comfort zone.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it's really when I stay in my comfort zone, I get really stuck. Like the comfort zone it's not a good place to be.
No,
I
and so
agree.
many people would rather stay uncomfortable in the comfort zone because it's what they know.
Yeah.
Have you heard the story about the geese who are in the tall circle fence?
No.
And the geese can fly over the tall circular fence. It's like a round pen. Like we have a round pen for horses. I grew up with horses. So it's like picture this round pen if you know what that is, but it's like,
Yes.
you can't see outside the fence. So because each panel of wood is right next to the other. So they can't see outside. So even though they have the ability to just fly out over the fence, they won't because they don't know what's on the other side. And on the other side is freedom. Is the
Right.
whole world is not being in this fence, but they don't know what's out there. So it's too scary. So they don't make that leap of faith. And
Yeah.
that's what so many human beings do.
Absolutely. I
And
know
there's a
people who've never left the county they were born in, you
Well,
know?
and this could be in
Yeah.
relationship changing. This could be in starting that business that's your dream business. This could be in creating a new life, moving to another state, moving to another country. I mean, this could be anything that when your heart's deeply desiring something, you have to tune into that and really realize, like I call it remove the box, realize where you've been holding yourself back and remove that mental limitation.
Yeah. And then I also want to address that sometimes what it takes to make our dreams come true, to grow our business, to do whatever. Sometimes you have to learn to do things that maybe aren't so comfortable. Like you were talking earlier
Oh, God,
about
yes.
how people in my business, like we're terrified of technology. Like we just don't we don't like technology. We would rather deal with spirit and like talk to ghosts all day than to deal with having to do like a Facebook Live or something. And for a lot of us, that is really stepping out of our comfort zone. It's like I've taken step one. I opened a TikTok account. I have yet to use it. I have yet to learn how to use it,
Well, you're
but I have
here.
one.
First of all,
Yes,
I
but
want to
I'm
celebrate
here.
you. You're doing this amazing online show. So let's celebrate you that you are above and
Yeah.
beyond. But yeah, I was working with a spiritual entrepreneur, amazing intuitive guide as well, just a week ago. And she was like really uncomfortable with even getting an online scheduler. And I was
Okay.
like, you have to get an online Like, you have to have a link, like a click, and just get an appointment with you, like little things like that. So my advice on that is, stay in your zone of genius, stay in doing, what you love and what you're good at. I walk my clients through a whole exercise so they can look at everything that they do of their tasks, and they don't do the things, don't stay in what you don't love and you're not good at. Don't stay in what you love, but you're not good at it. And don't, even if you're good at it, but you don't love it, don't do it. Stay in what you love and what you're good at.
Yeah.
So if you stay there, you not only have a happier life, you get to, expand more in your area that you're meant to be in your purpose zone. And your first hire should be a VA, a virtual assistant.
Absolutely. I love my VA. I don't know what I'd do without her.
Yeah. And then if you don't want to do the tech stuff, you let your business coach or someone else tell you exactly what you need to do, and then tell the VA to do it.
Right. Exactly.
It's amazing.
She's taught me my VA walks me through a lot of technology. I'll tell you, she's amazing. Nikki, soul expansion. That's what I want. That's what I want too. I love soul expansion. There is nothing that feels that good in my world except for soul expansion. Yeah. And, Nikki, you are very welcome. Thank you for bringing the show to us, all of us every week. And thank you for tuning in, because if you weren't tuning in, I probably wouldn't have a reason to do a show. So thank you for that. And I've known Nikki and Robin for a long time, like longer than I've known you. So
Cool.
Yeah, really, really, really cool people. And Tara, you have been amazing. I love the information that you share. And I hope that we get that online class filled, because that sounds, I have to remember to put that on my calendar, because I intended to go last time and I had something else going on. So I want to make sure that I get to that. And I like to end my show kind of just chilling out, doing a guided meditation. Do you have one to do that you like?
Oh, do you want me to lead one instead of you?
Would you like to? I'll let you if you want to. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm on the spot here, but I'm going to tune in. And
I have no doubt that you can step right into that.
All right. I'm going to do in line with the business, a bit of a business theme tonight. This is Dream Life, Dream Business. I'm going to do a meditation for abundance. Would that be okay?
That would be perfect. Just no long gaps and
okay. Yeah. Abundance and all
silences. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Please sit up nice and tall if you're listening. Oh, and how much time do I have, Kristina, to do this?
You have about 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay. Please sit up nice and tall and close your eyes. Allow Mother Earth to support you. You can feel the support under your sit bones and under your feet. And then feel the crown of your head rise up towards the heavens. Allow your shoulders to drop down from your ears. Take a slow breath in and a slow breath out. Continue with your breathing. And with every exhale, allow yourself to feel a little more relaxed. Breathe in the beautiful energy of the evening, and breathe out any old limitations that aren't serving you. Know that you are here in this moment for a reason. Know that in this moment, anything is possible. Continue to breathe and trust. And now imagine a gold, warm light is coming in through the crown of your head. This gold light signifies abundance. Let this gold light flow down through your crown and fill your body. Continue with your slow, calm breathing. And feel the gold, warm glow spread through your fingers, spread down through your legs, your ankles, and into your feet. And know that this is true abundance, filling every cell of your body. And any feelings of scarcity, of lack, of not having enough, of not being worthy, of not charging enough, those feelings have no more space in your body. They're being pushed right out because the gold glowing light of abundance is taking up all of the space within. Believe this is happening now, in this moment, in real time. You are prosperous. You are deserving, worthy, and capable of your greatest dreams. You are abundant. Choose the statement in your mind, I am, and repeat as you wish. I am abundant. I am love. I am worthy. I am wealthy. I am amazing. I am beautiful. I am gifted. I am exactly where I'm meant to be. I am supported on my journey. I am empowered to create the life and business of my dreams. I am free and I am grateful. And here, with the glowing light still filling all of your insides, bring to mind a couple of things that you're really grateful for now in this moment. Not of yesterday or tomorrow, but feel great gratitude, true gratitude in your heart now. Picture in your mind's eye what you are ultimately grateful for now. And it could be that accomplishment that you are creating by stepping forward. It could be people in your life, could be your home, but choosing to feel gratitude and true appreciation. And then as I count back from 5 to 1, you will open your eyes when I get to 1, and you will feel energized, awakened, full of life, full of abundance. Breathing into your heart. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. and you can open your eyes and return to our space.
Wow, that was powerful. Thank you so much, Tara. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And
Well,
thank you everyone who is listening tonight, whether you are whether you if were in the chat or not. Todd, in capital letters, that was amazing. I couldn't agree more. Thank you so much for joining us. I look forward to seeing you in person next month. I'm very excited about that. Yay. And next week, my guest will be Shaman Patrick Corrigan, and I'm really looking forward. Another good friend of mine, and I'm looking forward to having him on the show. And Tara, thank you again so much for your wisdom, for your open heart, and for sharing with all of us.
thank you so much for having me, and thank you for every person who tuned in. It was great to connect with you.
Great meditation. That was awesome. That's over and over again. You're getting the same thing. It was awesome.
So happy to hear that.
Excellent. Thank you, everyone. And I will be back next week again with Patrick Corrigan. Have a great week.